Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to TREKFAST.
I'm Corey.
I am Michael.
And welcome.
It's been a while. It's been
Yeah.
a while since we've done one, but we're excited to be back.
Yeah.
Our schedules just didn't line up for a few weeks.
And other stuff.
So, the first thing I want to talk about is, if you've seen the last episode, you saw that our Sulu meter, our old Sulu meter shattered, and then risen from the debris of the old Sulu meter is our brand new one that Corey made. And it's beautiful, and I love it. Thank you, Corey.
Yeah, we might just cut to it if he has a bigger part, so we can celebrate or something.
Well, they saw it in the last one, and if he's I've also so the Sulu meter shattering. I want to talk about this is a good thing. Our biggest complaint was not enough Sulu in the first 2 seasons, and this season has definitely had way more. But I do want to say that he still feels like he has a way smaller part than all the other side characters, and it still bums me out because we like him so much.
A lot of characters get whole episodes about them, or they'll go and they'll change a lot. Sulu really, he stays there. He does what he does, which
Scotty
is fine.
and Chekhov, they seem to have way more going on than Sulu does. So I think our new rule should be the Sulu meter does not go up unless he has at least have a line now. Instead of him just being in the episode, he has to at least say something for it to go up.
Yeah, or using an old take of him or something. Has to be he's doing something, talking, being awesome. Which
when you made Pixel Sulu, were you looking at a picture of him, or did you do that all from memory?
Yeah, I looked at him a little bit.
Okay, cool.
And I looked at the set of the head.
And what did you make it on?
It was just it was a sprite program. Which is you just make different slides, and you can pick how many pixels you want in the frame, and you can layer things so it's easy to go back and forth. So you can have 12 slides and layer.
Cool.
But you could do that with Photoshop or anything else, which is a little bit easier. Matt makes some really awesome pixel stuff with Photoshop.
You did it at work.
I did it at work, obviously, because it was very dead
great.
that day, and I was
That's a great
very inspired
use of
by
your time.
Sulu. But yeah, I just feel like Sulu could really lend himself to being a pixel Sulu. So.
Also, if you're a dedicated fan, you may have noticed that Season 3, Episode 7 of TREKFAST was taken down by CBS.
It was pretty funny. It's pretty funny, but they were like, nope, too long.
I mean, we just love the show. We're not trying to claim it as our own or anything, but...
What's the theory as to why?
We think we may have used a clip that was too long, so I'm going to try to start editing and just maybe probably shorter clips just to be safe.
And I think it's kind of funny. Well, not funny, but I think it's kind of bizarre because that clip was the Chekhov under the trance and
About
super scary and rapey.
A Klingon princess woman.
So if they're looking for it, I guess if they're looking for that, I don't know.
Maybe they just wanted that clip specifically.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Maybe.
But we're going to try to use shorter clips. All right, let's show what we have for breakfast today.
Yeah. So today we stopped by the grocery store just to grab a couple
Yeah, we went grocery shopping together.
This is a cheese bagel that they had there, which smells like a bunch of different types of cheese. I've also put pepperoni and more cheese inside of it.
What kind of cheese did you put inside?
Just a little bit of creamy American cheese. And sriracha, obviously. There you go. Oh yeah.
I picked up some Bob Evans frozen breakfast burritos. They have egg, sausage, cheese, and also green peppers, onions, and potatoes.
Sounds great.
So I'm excited. I haven't had them before. It's my first time.
I love Bob Evans.
We also picked up some cranberry juice, looking like some TREKFAST alcohol, just colored in tall glasses.
That smells amazing. Cranberry juice is definitely if not one of my favorite juices.
Synth ale? Is that what it's called? Excuse me if I'm wrong.
In the show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We had a good morning. We went to Giant together. We did forget to buy more sriracha, and I'm very upset about it because we're very low on sriracha.
You shouldn't be. I said unless this episode is a 10, you shouldn't be.
Yeah, and when I first moved into this home, I declared I would never let us run dry, and now I might fail.
I know exactly why. It's because the light in our fridge is broken.
So I couldn't tell how much.
When you open the fridge, you're like, everything's fine.
I'm like, I see the sriracha, but I couldn't tell how low it was because the light is off. You're right. Corey's right.
We'll blame it on that.
All right. So, today we're doing Season 3, Episode 9, The Tholian Web. Let's do it.
I'm excited.
Which is a good title opposed to the ones that are way too long.
Yeah, like Which one is that one? For the world
God.
Yeah, that one's the
This controller is running
the
out of
battery is
batteries.
running low on our Apple TV.
I hope we won't have similar opportunities to test those orders which you never heard. Ahead wall factor 2, Mr. Sulu? Warp factor 2, sir.
Good old awkward
line.
So you didn't. Then let's go that way.
This is a weird.
Yeah, this is a weird prank. Well then. Yay. Good return back. That was a
Really fun episode this
That
morning.
was. I liked it.
And we added. I started eating some Christmas cookies also. I was dipping them in my coffee and they were delicious. Alright, let's do a recap of the episode, Corey.
You want to
Oh,
start?
yeah, you start the episode over again. Thank you.
Thanks, Apple.
Alright, so the episode starts with the Enterprise is going after a distress call and they see the ship, the Defiant, and they beam aboard to it. And when they're on the Defiant, they find that all of the crew members of the Defiant are dead. It's just covered in dead Starfleet people. And it's pretty spooky, pretty scary. And it looks like they've all killed each other.
Yeah, they're all strangling each other.
They've all, they're all dead on the ground, strangling each other. And they're like, that's weird. All these people went insane at the same time and killed each other. So strange. And there's something weird going on the ship. It's like blinking and stuff. So there's some kind of interference with the transporters, and they can't transport everyone back. So Kirk stays behind, and everyone else goes back to the Enterprise. And then when they beam back to the Enterprise, the Defiant vanishes, and Kirk vanishes along with it. You want to take it over, Corey?
Basically, making them realize should they stay there or should they leave, and obviously they want to stay and try to get him to come back. And then a Tholian ship shows up. Is that how you say it?
Yep,
Right?
I believe so.
It's just a little just another creature alien. I actually really like how it looks.
Claim this territory and are prepared to use force, if necessary, to protect our property.
They cut to it, or it has a...
We are the Tholian. That kind of voice. The nasally...
And it's just like some annoying alien, and they're like, damn it, this is coming at the
Tholians?
wrong time.
Yeah.
And they're like, you are in our land, or you're in our area, so we're going to, we hate you now.
So it's a pretty stressful episode of them, because
Yeah.
they're dealing with Kirk missing, the Tholians, and then the space disease is spreading among their ship, and,
Yeah.
and members of the cruise ship are starting to go mad,
That's really silly thing,
just
too.
like the Defiant.
Yeah, the camera will turn into like a fisheye lens, and the guy will just go crazy, and it's really intense.
Yeah,
so.
like a first-person perspective, yeah.
All while there's no Kirk, so obviously
So, yeah.
Spock and Bones are not at each other's necks, but
Which I liked a lot, because at first I thought it would be like cutting back and forth between Kirk in this other dimension, he faced a different dimension, and them on the looking for him, but it was just them. We didn't see Kirk at all.
I completely agree. I feel like if it was one of the old ones, it would have kept cutting back to Kirk, and it would have been like him on a universe full of like women or something like that. But anyways, yeah. So the Tholians then they have to make a decision since it gives it time. It's like, we will give you exactly 1 hour, or like 1 hour and 55 minutes, and then it starts firing at him because it's a Tholian, and they have to make a decision, and Spock decides to shoot it, and it's
Then McCoy and Spock are, bickering like a couple the whole episode.
the whole episode.
And then I believe at the end, McCoy even says, that's what happens when you get involved with a Vulcan. He says the word involved. So that's pretty, I think
true.
there's some sexual implications of that word.
That when humans become involved with Vulcans, Jim. Ah, yes. I understand.
Yeah, it gets pretty sad because they have to accept that Kirk is dead, and that they have to kind of move on. And it's really it's kind of they have this meeting and they're like we have to accept that the captain's dead, and that's still while they're dealing with this disease. So one guy literally just freaks the fuck out. It's pretty funny because it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I imagine it as like an audience member, like just watching, just like no, like leaving, and it's
No
like,
more Kirk!
Get that guy out of here.
Yeah.
It's like-
And of course the best solution ever to solving the space madness.
Well, first before then, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
crazy, they're like, we have to watch the captain's last video message. He left for me and you.
Oh, yeah.
And they put in this video message, and it basically just solves their issue. It's like, hey, you listen to you, and you listen to you. That's what you got to do. It's just pretty funny. And they're like, you're right. The captain's always right. But it's just like the perfect video message to like, kind of just like solve that problem. But it's yeah. What then? And the web is almost
Oh,
closed.
the Tholians are like making this
Yeah.
web to I guess block them or to trap them.
I guess trap them in there.
And then it turns out the answer to the antidote was just alcohol, and the Dr. McCoy goes around just like serving drinks to everyone. Everyone gets drunk, and that's how they cure the space madness virus.
It's amazing. I lost
It's
my
so
mind.
funny.
Only when used in pure form. That's right. And in this derivative, mixed with alcohol, it merely deadens certain nerve inputs to the brain.
Oh, well, any decent brand of scotch will do that.
Oh, one good slug of this, and you could hit a man with phaser stun, and he'd never feel it or even know it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the whole answer instead of bickering this whole time was just to get drunk. And it's just so funny. I mean, they're like, it has this other alien chemical, and they're like, what are you trying to kill us? It's like, no, but when you take a small amount and mix it with alcohol, that's ta-da, that's how you win. It's like,
And then all of a sudden,
Of
people
course.
start to see like a phasing version of Kirk on the Enterprise, and they start to realize he is still alive. And they come up with a scheme, and Spock figures out exactly where he'll be when, and they save him. Ta-da!
and end with a really awkward joke. I mean,
It was pretty funny, but it was it was
mean,
this was kind of awkward
I
ending.
feel like they just try to cram some kind of humor
Yeah.
at the end, and sometimes
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't even go up. It just
They probably
just
saw
goes
that
like,
because I had the camera on at that
oh yeah,
scene.
yes. I know that's how.
But it is funny that they just lie to him and say we never saw the video that you sent us, left for us.
Yeah.
So let's do our reviews then. That was the recap
Let's recap.
portion, or reclap, as we like to call it. So Sulu was in the episode and he had lines, so the Sulu meter's going up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was very funny that the spacesuits they all wear, you might be able to see it here, they all have little name tags right under their heads saying everyone's names. It's kind of goofy and funny.
Yeah.
I really liked the episode. There was a lot of cool
lot.
stuff happening. The effect of the Ghost Kirk you were saying, Corey, it looked really cool, and he's just flying through the universe.
And I love the Tholians, honestly.
Tholians were great.
You don't know what's its face or anything. You're just like, what the hell is this? It's just
I will say
talking
the
really
space
annoyingly.
virus thing, just because it feels like we've seen that a lot
Overplayed for sure.
already.
And literally, they didn't even try with it. It's just like
Everyone
you get angry
and
and
try
want
to
to
kill
yell and
someone.
freak out and scream. Like there's a part where Chekhov's he's just strapped in and he's just going like,
Which is like what? That's like the fourth or fifth time
Yeah.
Chekhov has gone crazy, and they needed to.
Because he's a little
So
gooey brain.
I'm gonna give it 4 Bob Evans frozen breakfast burritos, and then 1 Christmas cookie. So that's gonna be a half point. So I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
4.5. That's tough. I really liked it. Honestly, I liked it a lot, and I laughed too hard at the end not to give it a 5. When I found out that they literally all just had to be drinking, it just I lost my mind. It was too funny.
So this episode just falls short of the Golden Sriracha Award, which the episode that was taken down by CBS did get the Golden Sriracha Award, which means we both gave it a 5. Just so people know, that's on the record. That episode was given we each gave it a 5. But this was very good. It wasn't quite there. I didn't think it was quite a 5. But I did like it a lot and enjoyed it quite a bit.
Hilarity will always bump it up to a 5 for me, and this one had it. But it was also interesting and scary and sad and touching at times. I liked it. It was a good one.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Enjoy your day.